some cute little Halloween cards, which you could make for invitations if you guys are going to have like a little family gathering. Obviously, it's a pandemic, so it's only family boo-boos, and like, let's keep it at a 10 minimum, you know? So, anywho, you can make these into little invites, or you could go ahead and make them into a little Halloween greeting card. Whatever it is that you guys want to do, you guys could go ahead and make these. Let's show you what we are about to do, boo-boo. Bam! So we are going to be making these cute little cards, and I know that you can't really tell right now, but this little paper, we made it. So we used, I want to say Tethered Angel. I'm not really 100% sure if I'm saying it right. Tethered Angel. So they're these little shimmer sprays, and they add this amazing little shimmer accent. So we went ahead and we made one of these. We made a sheet. And so with one sheet, you could go ahead and make 4 little cards. You guys will see that little technique that we're going to be doing today. And then we also use the Tim Holtz little haunted houses dies to just do like a little silhouette, kind of a little background. Now we went ahead and we kept these cards really simple. The only technique that is kind of a little bit kind of tedious is actually doing the little shimmer paper in the background, and you know, letting it dry and stuff like that. But these are super duper easy to make. I hope you guys go ahead and try out to make these. And then the inside, we just went ahead and we stamped Happy Halloween. So these are super duper simple little cards. You could go ahead and make like quite a few of them, because with one little sheet of paper you can get 4 cards. So with one little, you know, with the mat that we're doing when you paint them. So I really love how this came out. The little shimmer on this paper, just, I mean, I really wish that you guys were able to pick this up, but you guys can't. But it's super duper cute. So anyways, guys, I know you guys want to get down and dirty and craft, so let's get down and dirty, boo-boos, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. So this is the supplies you will be using to, or you will need to duplicate these little cards that we are about to make. These are going to be super duper cute. So these are some Tethered Angel shimmer sprays that we are going to be using to actually make our own like little DSP paper. And we are going to be using some of those Tim Holtz dies, the little haunted village. I'm gonna totally do that. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and just cover our little work area and just use this freezer paper that I always use. And I'm also gonna use this little glass, because I'm gonna tape this paper onto the glass, because we are going to be spraying this with liquid shimmer. So remember, guys, the liquid is going to kind of make this paper warp. So we want to go ahead and keep it as straight as possible. There is going to be a little bit of warping still anyway on this paper, but just believe me, guys, once we finish this whole entire card, you guys will never notice, because once you tape it on, it's going to be onto your base. It's going to be super duper awesome. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and shake all of these shimmer sprays that I'm going to be using. Now, you guys know that I'm colorblind, so I know that I pulled in the back of these bottles, they have the names of the colors. So I know that I pulled out like some purple, some pink, some reds, some greens, and some like orangey gold or something like that. So I wanted to go ahead and just use those colors, and all I'm doing is I'm just going and I'm just spraying, kind of like if I was doing a watercolor, but we're using spray. And so there are going to be some little droplets, as you see now, but that is going to actually give that little paper a kind of a little accent, a little something to it. So don't even worry if you get little splatters like that and it's not a very even coat. But right here I'm just spraying with different kind of colors, blues and purples and stuff like that, because I like those colors, and I know it's going to get darker, so I just figured that that's going to look really nice. And then we're going to go ahead and put the haunted little village in front of these, so this is going to actually pop. Once this is dry, you guys, it's going to be like completely shimmer. It's going to look almost like if it's glitter, but it's not glitter. It's just going to be pretty shimmery. And I think that that's like super awesome, because I really love how these cards came out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a few more, because I mean, I just liked how these came out. So right here, I'm just kind of trying to speed up the process by using my blow dryer to kind of dry this paper from the back and from the front. And then once we feel that it is completely dry, then we're going to go ahead and just remove the tapes from the back. And we're going to go ahead and just start to build our little card. You guys are going to see how easy it is. These are super easy little cards. We're just going to need some dies. We're going to need some paint if you guys are going to do this. If not, you guys could use regular, solid cardstock, or you guys could use like a different DSP paper from a paper pack, or whatever it is that you guys want to go ahead and do. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and prepare our little card base. That's the gray, and I'm using 110 pound for that. And this little green paper is going to be one of the mats, and this is just a 65-pound paper. And this paper, I believe I picked it up at Walmart, actually. So that's probably the only paper that I've ever picked up at Walmart. So now that this little new DSP paper that we made with these colors is done, we're going to go ahead and just cut those down. Now, I'm not really going to go into measurements, guys, because if you guys want to know a little bit more about cards and card making and card bases, go ahead and hit the link in the bottom in the description. There's going to be a video where I'm going to go ahead and explain more of like the measurements to make a card. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and score my card base. And like I said, guys, whenever you guys are making cards, it is always good to start off with a card base that is really thick. So 110 pounds is actually my choice. I don't really like using the 65 pound because I feel like the 65 pound, it's just not thick enough and it doesn't feel like a good quality. So I feel like two little houses are able to fit on one of these cards. So we're going to go ahead and pull out our little Sizzix machine, and we're going to go ahead and just cut out this dies out of scrap papers. This is why I love to save scrap papers, guys, because sometimes you can make a whole entire project on just scrap papers. And right here, I'm just looking for, because I have a lot of 110 pound and 65 pound paper in here, I'm looking for a 65 pound paper because I don't want the houses to be too thick, although I could have, but you don't want to go too thick on your cards if you're going to be mailing them, and most likely I'm going to be mailing these two out anyway, so I don't want to make them too thick because then the post office starts to kind of trip on it, and then they try to charge you for it as if it was a package. So you definitely want to keep them as thin as possible. So if you're going to be layering them, just try to use the thinner paper when you're layering. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and run these through my Sizzix and go ahead and make two pairs because we are making two cards. But you guys could go ahead and cut out as many as you need for your guys' project. Now, if you guys don't have this little die set, I'm pretty sure that you guys could find some other little haunted houses, or you can use some houses that you have for Christmas or something, and just cut them out in black DSP paper, and I mean not DSP paper, why did I say that, in black cardstock, and then you guys could go ahead and get that same little effect. The only difference is that these windows are a little long, woppy, and a little offset, and some of them are a little crooked, and that's just to give it that little haunted house kind of feel. But like I said, guys, any kind of city or any kind of village that you guys have, you guys could definitely use that. Just cut it out in black cardstock and just, it gives it that effect. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the inside of my card base. And you guys know that that's one step that I like to do before I put the card together. I like to go ahead and hit it with the sentiment first, because if I F it all up, boo-boos, then we're going to have to kind of like turn this card and turn it inside out so that we can go ahead and cover that up. If you guys have seen any of my videos of me making cards, you guys probably have seen me F it up one time and I have to cover it up. Everything is fixable, guys. You guys could always fix this. Don't even worry. Just go ahead and do your thing, boo-boo. Do your thing. So right here, we are done doing the little sentiment. I'm just going to go ahead and crease those edges again one more time. And then we can go ahead and start to ink these. I want to go ahead and ink every single one of these mats and every single one of these cards. And so we're going to go ahead and do the card base because it's gray. We're going to go ahead and hit that with some black soot. So go ahead and hit that with whatever color you guys want. I just feel that inking the edges of these Halloween cards just kind of give it that whole entire Halloweeny feel. Yes, guys, Halloweeny is a word. Don't look it up. Just trust me. It's a word. So I love that word. I love that word. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and just do the inside as well. I like to go ahead and do the whole entire card because it just gives it that whole entire uniform look. And so that you just don't have the front part decorated and inked just because you think that nobody's going to look at the back. Because if somebody gives me a card, I look at the whole entire thing. Sometimes I stamp made by, in the back of the cards. Lately, I really haven't, but usually I do. And then I usually signed every card. But sometimes if I'm doing a lot of cards, like I've sent out, I would say about 18 cards this week. Um, you kind of forget to do that step. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and just ink the whole entire um, little mats. And on the green mats, I'm going to go ahead and ink that with Vintage Photo because I don't have like a darker green. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with that. And so on the actual paper that we painted with the shimmer paint, I'm going to go ahead and hit that with some black soot because we want to go ahead and kind of give it like that little layered effect. So you guys will see. So we're going to go ahead and just continue to try to um, see which one is the best one because I like how that one was inked. And we're going to go ahead and just put some tear and tape on that. So I want to use tear and tape on these ones, especially on that little paper that we made with the shimmer paint because it was already wet and it kind of like already lost some of its strength. Every time you wet paper, it kind of messes it up. Even though it's dry, it's still kind of not the same. So I don't want to go ahead and wet this with some liquid glue. So I'm going to go ahead and just use tear and tape. Now the only difference with this than liquid glue is that when you use tear and tape, you need to be very careful once you put this down because once you put this down, that's it. You cannot move it. Whereas if you're using a liquid glue, well, you have that little wiggle room to go ahead and just wiggle it into position before it actually dries. You have like a few seconds. So you just got to really be careful when you're using tear and tape. But I mean, it's not nothing that it cannot be done. I mean, it could be done, boo-boo. So don't let that kind of deteriorate. Don't let that scare you from doing it. I don't know why I was going to say that. So anyways, now I'm going to go ahead and just put the little houses in the very front and the tree probably in the very back of that, and I'm gonna just leave them like that, honestly. Now in the very beginning when I was thinking of making these, I thought to myself, I said, Self, you might want to do a little sentiment in the front of that Halloween card. But then, I started thinking about it once I started putting this little bad boy together and I started seeing how I liked how it looked. I said, you know what, you don't need a sentiment in the front of this card with that whole shimmer paper and then your little die cuts in the front. I mean, the little silhouette of the houses and the little tree. I mean, I think that was enough for this card. And then you have, the little sentiment on the inside saying Happy Halloween, which is a little greeting, and you can go ahead and just write whatever you guys want. So I just felt that on these cards, you didn't need to have anything else in the very front. So I just kept it really simple. I just put the little houses and the little trees, and that's it. That is all she wrote, boo-boo. So that's how easy these are to make. I really, really love how these ones came out. They were like super simple, but yet they are total Halloweeny. So I really, really liked how these came out. And that little shimmer paper in the background, it just really, really pops. Like, I know that you guys cannot see this on camera, but trust me when I tell you guys that that paper is super shimmery, and not like a glitter shimmery. It's just shimmery. Like it just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, guys. It's just really, really pretty. I hope this inspires you guys to make some little Halloween greeting cards. And if you guys do, share it with us on our social media. You can't even talk. I'm out, guys. Goodbye.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. So these were super duper easy. Like I said, guys, you guys could go ahead and make these into Halloween greeting cards and go ahead and pass them out to your coworkers, to your loved ones, to your little mailman, to your little mailwoman, to your little hairstylist, because now we do hairstyles now. So, you could go ahead and just make them to whoever it is that you guys want, or if you guys want to go ahead and just give them out to your family members. I know I mailed out quite a few little Halloween cards this year. because I just said, you know what, I can't visit my people. I can't, I can't do little gatherings or whatever. Oh my god. The watch is talking. Hello, shut up. So anyway, I figured since I can't see them and I miss them, the least I could do is I could just send them a card. I am very, very careful, guys. So we don't go out. We don't do a lot of things, Miguel and I. We just stay home, and we've just been little pandemic hermits. So I know that it is safe for me to go ahead and send something out because there is nothing to worry about in this household, and also with myself, so I take care of myself, boo boo. So anyway, let's get back on track, boo boo. So you guys can go ahead and make these for whoever it is that you guys want. I mean, brighten somebody's day, right? I mean, like, there is nothing more special than to receive a homemade card, and like, I just think it's something nice. So anyways, I hope that inspires you guys to make some of these little bad boys. And if you guys do, definitely share with us on our social media, which is Facebook and Instagram, Paper to Masterpiece. We would love to see your guys' creations. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi, and we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good, boo. I know it is. But you want to be closer than that. So hit that little subscribe button. And since you're already there, hit the little bell icon, boo-boo, because that bell icon is going to notify you guys every time we upload a video. I know you guys do not want to be missing out on these new content. So definitely hit that little bell icon and share and tell a friend, boo-boos. Don't be trying to be all stingy right now in this Halloween pandemic, boo-boo. Don't be stingy. Go ahead and spread the love. Spread me out there, boo-boo. Let everybody know about these fantastic little tutorials we do. And so that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time. Bye.